Lovies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tando, aka Medical Beauty Blog. Today's video, we will get ready with me chit-chat or chit-chat get ready with me video, where I will be talking about why I didn't go to work, like why I decided to come to medical school instead of working, since I have my honors, like I had my degree and my honors. Before we get into that, I've already done my eyebrows, and then now I'm going to do my eyes. And today's look was inspired by a makeup tutorial I saw MakeupShayla doing on her channel. She was reviewing the Dose of Colors Mickey Mouse themed palette, and she did a coral red eyeshadow look with a halo eye. So I'm gonna try to do that on my hooded eyes with using very affordable palette that you guys already know. I'm gonna use this NYX Ultimate palette. To start off, firstly I'm going to prime my eyes with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic eyeshadow base. I'm going to start going in with this orange here in my crease. Just gonna use it as my transition color to also get these colors to appear more coral. After matric, I enrolled for BSc in University of Limpopo Teflop campus. I studied there for 4 years, and the whole point of me enrolling for BSc was obviously to get into medical school, because that's what I wanted to study. That's the only thing I saw myself doing. But because I could not get into medical school through the first batch, I then had to go the long way route and first do BSc, then get into medical school. And that for me was a big learning curve. So I enrolled, and then I was advised that when I'm still enrolled, I can still apply for medical school, only to find that it's not as easy as they made it sound to be. So I had to go through a whole lot of hoops, and that even also didn't work out. So now I was left with studying BSc and like following it through, like seeing it to the end, completing it, because I didn't want to drop out. I didn't want to stop halfway because I didn't have a backup plan. Now I'm gonna go in with this red here. Then fast forward that to my final year, where now I started, and even prior to my final year, I was busy asking myself questions like, okay, I get this degree, then what? I'm still left without anything. I'm still left without any qualification here, because I felt like with BSc, you still have to go through a lot of hoops before you can say you are comfortable. You have to get honors, you have to get masters before you can get a good paying job. And me, that wasn't for me. Like, that wasn't me. I never saw my life as a lab tech or any other career that had to do with BSc. I never saw myself as that. I always saw myself as a doctor. And someone would ask, how do you see yourself as a doctor? I do not know, but every time I closed my eyes and I visioned myself, I saw myself being a medical doctor. So, and the prayer sessions that would happen at night based on that were prayer sessions on, okay, God, you're saying clearly by me not being able to go through first in the beginning, you're saying that this is not what you have in store for me. It's fine. Then what do you have in store for me? Then I got the opportunity to study aqua. As I got the opportunity to study aquaculture, even then I knew that I didn't want to be an aquaculturist. I just saw aquaculture as a business opportunity, and I just decided that, you know what, for a business, this would be good. Fish production, it would be good. So that's why I enrolled for aquaculture. Then after that, that's when now I got the opportunity to study, to come here. And even during that time, it was a thing of I would have conversations with God. I would have prayer sessions, sleepless nights, asking God, what do you want me to do now? Like, I don't see where you're taking me. I don't see the whole goal of me not being able to get into medical school. And yet again, you keep bringing it in my mind. It was that torment or that torture that I would never wish on anybody else. Only to find that God was from the beginning not saying that it's not for me. He was just saying, not now. I have something great, bigger or greater in store for you. And then I got the chance to come here. And I remember when I got that phone call, I asked him, so this is what you wanted me to wait for? This is it. This is the big surprise. This is the big thing that you wanted me to wait for. Okay, now I've cut my crease, and then now I'm gonna go in with the Essence Glow to Go. And I want to use this gold here in the lower part of my halo. The other reason why I decided that working was not for me was the mere fact that I never wanted to work and then be miserable. All I ever wanted to do was enjoy what I wanted to do. I wanted to enjoy my profession, and I never wanted to have a profession or work and not enjoy what I was doing. That was never the case for me. All I wanted to do was enjoy my work, enjoy my job, enjoy waking up in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning, to go to work. You know, I don't want, when they wake me up at 4 a.m. in the morning and they tell me that you have to go to work, there's something you have to do, and I would dread going to work. No, I never want that for myself, and I don't wish that upon anyone. I always say to people, always choose something that when they wake you up early in the morning for, it won't be a thing of, I have to go to work. It will be a thing of, okay, fine, they're waking you up in the morning. You will be grumpy, you are human, but you will still be passionate about it. You will still be motivated to continue with it. Like, I don't know if I make sense. I never wanted a job that would make me feel miserable. I never wanted not to enjoy my job or what I do. No. So when I visioned myself, I never saw myself working as an aquaculturist. I never did. I never saw myself anything outside of being a doctor. I don't see myself as any other thing. So if this, God, is not what you called me for, if this is not what you want from me, please stop torturing me, take it away. And he never did. Instead, he opened the doors that were necessary, that needed to be opened for me to continue with what he wanted me to do. And I'm grateful that I never gave up. I'm grateful that I never took the short route out. That is why I never went to work. I never went to find a job, because I believed it was not for me. I believed that, because I even remember as a child, my dad would always say, Nothanda, I want you to be a lawyer, I want to be a psychologist. But I will always tell him that I don't see myself as that. I do not. Not to say that they're not good career choices. They are, but they're not for me. They were just not for me. They were not for me. And I don't regret any of the decisions that I made then. I do not regret them. Not even one. Now I'm going to do my foundation. Maybelline Fit Me Matte Polish Foundation. I'm in the shade Coconut. For me, a job is something that you should not be dreading to go to. A job is not something when you're working there you have to be grumpy and not enjoy it. No, it's not. For me, that is for me. No tando. That's not what I see myself doing. Or waking up in the morning to go to somewhere where I wish I was not there. That's why you find bad customer service or bad client conversations, because people are doing the jobs that they don't want to do or jobs that they're not meant to do, and they're miserable. They're miserable in those jobs. They don't enjoy them, but they feel like they don't have an option. And I get that. I get it, because I cannot say to someone, don't go to a job when that job is the only means you have to survive. That job is the only option you have. But all I can say is work, yes, but don't stop going after what you want. Don't stop, because people have this thing of getting comfortable. I went and I studied BSc, but I never stopped pursuing what God wanted me to pursue. I never stopped. Not for once did I ever stop. I remember I was applying every year. Every year when applications were being opened, I would apply every year. It got to a point where my mom was like, it says in just so long, I would say every year for us keep your money in my applications. And to me, it was a thing of maybe I'll be lucky. Who knows? I might just be lucky. I might just get lucky. And the time I'm applying, that's when they are looking for people. They are like willing to accept people for BSc, because with BSc the thing is you already have a qualification, so they can't. You already have a qualification with BSc, so they can't necessarily make you start from first year. You have to join programs like GAMP. Is it JAMP or something like that? Adverts. Programs that don't make you start from first year, because you already have a qualification. Like it's like in the States, it's called pre-med. And the only way you can get that slot is if there's space, because you start from third year. It's if there's people who have already deregistered from medical school who dropped out, then they can say, okay, we will take you. We will take someone who has already studied all the major pre-med subjects like biology, physics in the university level. All I'm saying is never give up and never settle for less than what you deserve, and don't get comfortable. Do not, because that is where now we tend to settle. Jafan, I'm used to this, I'm used to earning this amount of money, I'm used to being here, but that's not where you belong. And then people will ask me, so like, you know that your mates are getting married, let them get married. It's their time. It is their time to get married. When my time comes for me to get married, I will get married. And I always say God's time is the best. Stop looking at what society says you should have achieved by now. Stop. Society will not be working with you in that office job that you dread or hate doing. They will not be there. They will not be helping you wake up in the morning. So you guys, I had to pause the video and continue with my makeup without recording because there was something that was happening in the house. So yeah, it was noisy and I couldn't record through it. So to anyone out there at home, anyone who feels like they are not where they want to be, or they're not where they feel they need to be, you are exactly where God wants you to be. Nothing in your life happens by mistake. Everything that has happened to you was ordained. God saw that, God knew and he saw that you would have all these detours in your life. He knew that you would have all these trials and tribulations in your life before you get to where he wanted you to. Because for me, all the detours, all the deviations, all the runarounds I took to get to this point were necessary. To get to where I am today, they were necessary. I needed to go through all those things to be the individual that I am today, to have the personality, to have the mindset, to have the character that I have right now. It's because of all those things that I went through to get to this point, and I'm still going to go through more to get to the other side, or to get to the point where God wants me to get to. Remember this: God will stretch you. He will stretch your faith. He will stretch your patience. He will stretch your love. He will stretch everything about you. But the beautiful thing about being stretched is then it means that where you are going is far away. Just like when a person sets up a bow and arrow, the more further they stretch that bow and arrow, the furthest the bow and arrow will fall, or the distance that it will cover will be more, because it will be moving with so much pressure. It will be moving with so much speed, just because it's been pulled to its last strength. So it will be pushed further when it is now being released. So God is doing that in your life right now. He's pulling you. He is stretching you to your last limit. And it is painful. It is dreadful. But you have to allow it, because you need to be stretched. You need to be stretched. You need to be tested. So just because you're not getting the opportunities you want to get, do not give up. Do not give up. I tell you today, do not give up. God is still working. He's still working, and he works over time. When you are sleeping, God is still working on your life. He's not done with you yet. He's not done. This is not the end. For as long as you have that fire that is burning inside of you, that keeps you awake at night, God is not done. Do not settle for less than what you deserve. Do not settle for a career just because it puts money on the table. Yes, it may bring money on the table, but does it make you happy? Do you find fulfillment in that? Are you happy with that career choice? Are you happy with that job that you have? If you are not happy, fall on your knees. You are the most powerful individual when you're on your knees. So always remember that it's not over. It is not over. It is not finished. He's still going to do more. He's still doing more in your life. I'm using the Revlon Super Length Mascara. Me and my non-existent lashes right now are going through the most. Because wow, my girl. So please, to anyone who is feeling like giving up, do not, please. I know what it feels like to feel like not everything is working out. I know what it feels like to feel like everything is working against you, but actually everything is working for you. Everything is working for your own advantage. Always remember, destiny may be delayed, but it can never be denied. So anyway, I'm done with my coral red. I don't even know what to call this look, but yeah, this is the final thing. And before I close out my video, I just want to say to someone who feels like they need to do certain steps or need to make certain decisions, don't allow society to detect or to dictate how you live your life. Allow God to do it. If God does not want you to have something, he'll make sure that you don't get it. If God does not approve of something, it will not happen. Everything that happens in your life is God's will. It's what God wants to happen. And I hope in this video that I make sense. I hope you understand the message I'm trying to give, or you'll get what I'm trying to say to someone here today. Always pray before you make a decision. Talk to God, speak to God, find out, is this what God wants me to do? Is this what God wants for my life? And I'm grateful for the type of relationship, or the kind of relationship I have been able to grow and have with God, to be able to have the mind to discern and know the things he wants for me and the things he doesn't want for me. So I hope this video is not only motivational for someone, but it's a learning video for somebody, to say that it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, it may not happen the day after tomorrow, but when the time is right, everything will fall into place. Everything will come together the way God wants it to come together. Just allow him to move in your life. Allow him to do what he wants to do in your life. Give him that power, give him that authority. All that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this type of videos. If you do, please let me know. I would be wearing my lashes, but I can't find my lash glue, so I can't wear lashes. Like, I know, but it still came out bomb, right? Anyway, you guys, I hope you have a very blessed Sunday and a blessed week, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and share this video. With all that said, with love from me to you, may the good Lord ever stay blessing you.